to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Louisville Cardinals. A big topic coming into this game, a backup quarterback will have to step up big. For more on that, we check in with Holly Grove.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. They are without their star quarterback, but they have a ton of belief in the backup. Even though he's not highly recruited, he has been here in the system. He could have transferred last year and left this program, but because he stayed, he's got a lot of trust and faith with his teammates. They're going to do everything possible to make sure he gets off to a good start, and they have his back early in this game. Back to you.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter, game one, it's tough to take an injury this early. On the ground, it's Hampton. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air, it's Cherry. Under fire. And they got it.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. They won their first national championship last year, something I know many in the fan base thought would never happen. And now, also for the first time, they're the hunted. How do you handle that over the course of the season?
You got to raise your sense of urgency, no question about it. David, every day this offseason has felt like a celebration on campus for their fans. Winning that title a year ago, but
maybe some room here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Ready, go! Go!
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hampton. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll go right back to the run. Oh, what a move. There's a crease. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. He's got 59 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Dropping back, it's Cherry. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Dog. Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Cherry. Working that left side now. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The corners are walked up tight. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There's some room. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That's caught by Williams. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Rushes on him, and he never had a chance.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They'll run the counter. Got a little space. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some...
He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for them.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Gets the first himself. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. This one's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To throw, it's Cherry. Quickly to the tight end. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Give him 96 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Louisville calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Down, ready. 1, 2, go.
They'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Cherry. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Never a doubt. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Cardinals will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, Florida Atlantic's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, the first half was okay, even though they've got a lead. He understands the ACC season opener, conference opener, they've got to be even better in the 3rd quarter. He said there's some things we can clean up, some positives we can build on. Their intensity has to remain strong here to start the second half.
Thanks, Holly. Got a man. It's Zimmerman. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Using his legs, it's Dahl. Could be an alley. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions, trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
On the ground, it's Dahl. Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Rolled his way into the end zone. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Split backs here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Pulls it and runs it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The run inside. It's Dahl. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Wants to fire on second down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
And that's how you take care of one of the faster quarterbacks in college football. You don't even give him a chance to scramble. That defense was all over him. They had multiple guys win their one-on-ones. They got into the backfield and brought him down for a sack inside the pocket.
Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be third and long. Heading into the fourth quarter, and both of these running backs have just been outstanding. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside. It's Dahl. There's a little room there. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Looking downfield on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Makes a grab and room to run. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
The give to the big fullback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Big fullback's got it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his...
Gonna take a shot. He's got it way down the field. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wide receiver going in motion. Sticks it in his belly. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
The give to the fullback. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Going to try to get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that is a massive play by the quarterback and great understanding of the situation, knowing if I can find a way to get a 1st down, this game is over. QB scrambles around, nobody open, David, but he does it with his legs and gets the W for his team.
And I'm not surprised whose hands they put the ball in. This is crunch time. Get the 1st down. This ball game is over. They trusted their quarterback, and they got it done.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. Back to pass. Moving out to the right. It's caught. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. And he's in! Touchdown, Florida Atlantic!
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Cherry. Throwing right. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Looking for room. It's Blunt. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the 4th quarter.